What if the most powerful force shaping the future of AI isn't flashy or loud, but quietly learning by trial and error, like a child figuring out how to ride a bike? While chatbots and image generators get all the buzz, it's reinforcement learning that's quietly driving some of AI's most groundbreaking leaps forward. Before we dive in, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you're curious about where AI is really heading, because this journey goes deeper than you think. Traditional machine learning has two main types: supervised and unsupervised learning. Supervised learning uses labeled data to make predictions. It's what powers tools like ChatGPT and X-ray analysis. But it demands huge data sets and significant computing power. Unsupervised learning, on the other hand, finds hidden patterns without labeled data. It's more efficient, but can't always judge what's contextually correct. Both are powerful, but they struggle when data is limited or goals are unclear. That's where reinforcement learning steps in. Reinforcement learning is different. It doesn't need labeled data or exact instructions. Instead, it learns from its environment by taking actions, seeing the results, and adjusting accordingly. Kind of like a hot or cold game where the AI gets warmer the closer it gets to a goal. In 2015, Google researchers trained an AI to play Atari games using just screen pixels and the score. Through trial and error, it learned to master games like Space Invaders and Qbert, often finding strategies no human ever had. A year later, reinforcement learning shocked the world again, this time by defeating the world champion in the ancient game of Go, a milestone experts thought was still decades away. Why is reinforcement learning a game changer? For one, it's resource efficient. It learns from experience, not endless examples. It also thinks outside the box, discovering creative solutions to complex problems. And it's flexible. Skills learned in one area can often be applied to another. Then came a massive disruption in early 2025. A company called DeepSeek introduced a new large language model trained entirely through reinforcement learning. It matched ChatGPT's performance but used significantly less computing power. The impact was immediate. NVIDIA's stock dropped more than 10%, wiping out over $500 billion in value, as investors began questioning whether massive hardware investments were still necessary. DeepSeek's model, called DeepSeek R1, quickly became the most cited reinforcement learning paper of the year, with over 500 citations. It proved that AI could be both powerful and efficient without relying on vast infrastructure. But reinforcement learning isn't just a technical leap. It's a philosophical one. If machines can learn the way we do, what does that say about human intelligence? What new patterns might they reveal that we've never seen before? AI pioneer Andrew Ng reflected on this recently, recalling that his 2002 PhD thesis focused on reinforcement learning and robotics. Today, those early ideas are transforming into global breakthroughs. The possibilities are huge. Smarter energy grids, personalized education, agile robotics. But with this power comes responsibility. If a reinforcement learning agent is told to ease traffic, could it reroute cars through residential streets? Getting the incentives right and building with transparency and ethics will be essential. Reinforcement learning isn't just a subplot in AI's evolution. It's the next big turning point. And while others are chasing scale, this quiet revolution is chasing intelligence. Thanks for watching. If you want to explore more about AI's next wave, check out the related video in the corner now.